everybody, and welcome to the NRSL MLP Cup Series. We're here live at Columbia International Speedway for the running of the Pole Series XY 500. And look at this, we have ourselves an all-Williams front row, although unrelated to each other, but it's still pretty weird to see an all-Williams front row. On the pole is Jake Williams, and on the outside is the last race winner from Pepsi Super Speedway, Gabe Williams. And starting third is 38 Ethan Hamill, and fourth is the 1 Sam Young. Starting fifth is the 43 Tommy Heinrich, and sixth is the 56 DJ Curtis. Seventh is the 78 Tyler Thaber, and eighth is the 91 of Team Pony. Starting ninth is the 13 of Henry Nova, and running at the top 10, the 24 of Charles Sanford. Now, without further ado, let's hear those famous words in motorsports. Turbo, start your engines. I did that myself because I accidentally skipped over the command again. There's another new track once again, and it's a pretty fun track, by the way. It's yet another super speedway, although a lot of twists and turns. Look at that, they even had a bump. They even had to avoid each other, to avoid bumping to each other. So this is a promising new track, and hopefully we'll have fast speeds just like it had in Pepsi Super Speedway. And we're just hoping for some excitement here tonight. Here we go, 25 laps for the Williamses. Will lead us to the green flag. The green flag is underway at Columbia. And there's the green flag waving. Wow, the start-finish line is after they took the turn. Weird, but weird. Oh, by the way, the next race will be called... Oh, Hamill already going for the lead. Look at that, a bump-to-bump action. Ethan Hamill, now your new leader. They're going 3 wide, and these cars are so close to each other, they could cause a wreck. Whoa, Heinrich gets on a bumper of Ethan Hamill. And we could expect to see a lot more of that happening today. And I think we just had a wreck behind. I think we have had a wreck. Yes, we did. And the caution's out. It was a 4-wide battle for the lead, by the way. It was Tyler Thaber that won to the line. Tyler Thaber won it to the line. And the caution came out for Jacob Lawler, and a big wreck happened in behind. As expected, there was a big wreck. And here's what happened. Where did it start? It started above, around here, 3 wide. It was getting ugly. And they got smushed together. Whoa, I think Dylan Young, look at that. Dylan Young on the bumper. We're waiting to see where the caution began. Right here, I think. Oh, so close. Look at how bumper to bumper they were. They were literally up close. I think it started around... Oh, right here in the middle. Charles Sanford gets into Ryan Acosta. And then Connor Smith, Dylan Young were involved. And then there was... Yeah, right there. Smith got into Lawler right there. And Charles Roberts held up. Then Pichu spun Kyle Thomas, and then Dion Scott got involved. Dion Scott got damaged as well. This was near the start-finish line, by the way, so you could tell why. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what the sign says, let me see if I can get a good view. I kind of not sure. Something. I have no clue. I was just wondering if you can see the sign. And look how close it was to the line. Could we see this finish at the end of the race? I hope so. Look at this. Right here. It was that close. Let's see if we can get a good view. Tyler Thaber just beat out Tommy Heinrich by inches. And I think that's the best possible view I can get. That was real close. That is real close to the caution. That was seriously close. My goodness. But everyone took pit stops, including Tyler Thaber, so that's not going to matter now. And your new leader is going to be Jacob Lawler. Wait a minute, Lawler's the leader? No, Tommy Heinrich's the new leader. Tommy Heinrich stays out, and he'll take the lead away anyway, so... what goes around comes around, I guess. Charles Sanford, Seth Brown, Connor Smith, and Dion Scott are done for the race, as they retired already. And the others are going to get back in line. And yeah, we could see another close result here at Columbia. This is promising racing, folks. They're all up close, bumper to bumper, and they could literally wreck any time. So, wow, they got to be very careful when navigating through these turns. They don't want to wreck each other out. So, Tommy Heinrich is back as the leader. And with there'll be 20 laps to go here at Columbia. And I can't wait to see what this next green flag period, if it's long, will hold for our drivers. Pace car is out as Tommy Heinrich going back to green as he's leading here out in front. Ethan Hamill behind him, then the Williamses, and then Jason Tross in the top 5. Green flag is out again in Columbia. They actually start off just before they hit the start-finish line, so that could be something. That could be a fact. It doesn't start around at the start-finish line. It starts near, right after they take the final turn. Right after, in the middle of the final turn, I think, so. Here comes Gabe Williams, who's going for 2 in a row. He won at Pepsi. He's going to go for 2 wins in a row. But wait, Jake Williams is on the bottom. Oh, whoa, there's a little contact between each other, and this is what we like to see. Near contact between the two. They could wreck any time. Jason Tross and Jake Williams. Green is still out. We're still green. Williams led that lap. 4-wide battle between Williams and Gabe Williams. Curtis. Nick Barney. Oh, a spin by Barney. Gets into Heinrich and Ethan Hamill involved. Chris Washer and PJ Williams and others drivers spinning. And the caution's out first time. 3 wide. Oh! DJ Curtis gets loose. DJ Curtis saved it though. Wow! Jake Williams gonna lead to the caution in a wild run into the green. Wow, that was wild. My goodness, that was fun. That is actually real fun. Oh man. Wow, that was real close there. It was a mess. A real mess. I mean a big mess. Look at that. Nick Barney was going 4 wide for 3rd, and then around here, they get sandwiched between Nick Parasols and DJ Curtis. Parasol spun Barney. Chris Washer gets spun by Tommy Williams, and then he gets involved. Team Pony PJ Williams, hard impact on Washer, and James Shelley spins. Veydarvu spins. Veydarvu's involved. Others are trying to get through. Big pile up. PJ Eli Sachs involved. Kyle Thomas, Pichu, Sam Young involved, so he's not going to redeem himself from his loss at Coca-Cola. And then another spin happened with Kyle Beck, Scott Ferguson, and Tyler Thaber. What happened there? Oh, Ferguson was trying to avoid, go down the bottom, and then something went wrong. The 17 gets clipped, and Tyler Thaber and Scott Ferguson all spun out. And what happened behind DJ Curtis? He made a great save. Look at that. Right here, 3 wide battle for the lead, and Tross pulls him down the apron, and he saves the car. What a save, and Saint goes for Tross, who was able to keep 2nd. So this is turning out to be one of the wildest races in MLP Cup history. My goodness. And more wreckage happens with Ferguson. Charles Roberts clips him. We only have very few drivers left, folks. And they're all choosing to pit right now. I guess they don't want it. They all decided to pit. Jake Williams is out first. Already a lot retired. Dylan Young, John Skibnicki, Sam Young, Avi Sachs, Tyler Thaber, Nick Barney, Ray Darbu, Charles Roberts, Eli Sachs, Jacob Lawler, PJ Williams, James Shelley, Alex Tinker, Chris Washer, Scott Ferguson, Dustin Ray, Austin Guy, Pichu, Seth Brown, Connor Smith, Dion Scott, and Charles Sanford. My, that's a long list. Team Pony is now retired, so officially 19 drivers are left in the field. And we haven't reached halfway yet, so Columbia is a wreck fest. And wait a minute, you could add Brad Johnson and Ethan Hamill to the list. They have retired as well. And that leaves 16 cars left to 17 cars left to race it out for the win. Wow, this could be a last man standing race where whoever gets out alive first wins the race. My goodness, 17 drivers are left on lap 12. We have 13 laps to go. Will it be a lucky 13 for one of these drivers, or will someone get an unlucky 13? About to see. No, my mistake, 14 laps to go. It's 14 laps to go. I apologize. 14 to go. Green's out. Jake Williams, leader. Good start by Jake Williams. Only 16 drivers competing for the win now. After Columbia has taken out most of the field. More than half the field. And almost 3/4 maybe. Jake Williams, your leader, getting help. Nick Parasol's in second. There's still a possibility of wreckage and stuff. Drivers behind. There's only about top 10 drivers competing for the win now. Now from here on in, retiring won't be so bad at all because you could get a high position anyway, even if you retired. Now there'll be 13 laps to go. Nick Parasols takes the lead. We've had only the last long period of green flag was 2 laps. Will we have a longer one? Michael White. Michael White, now your leader. Jonathan Thulman trying to hang on. Thulman now second, the defending Palmont Cup champion, is looking for his first win of the season in the MLP. Michael White is looking for his first win of his career. And here comes Parasols. Nick Parasols going for the lead. 3-wide battle between Williams and Michael White. The leader to the stripe. I think it was Michael White. Michael White. 12 laps to go as Nick Parasol's your leader as he takes the pass on Michael White. Gabe Williams now moving up to the high side. Tommy Simpson going 3 wide. Boy, is this a great pack. Whoa, contact between 31 and 32. Near contact there. Oh boy, they're gonna wreck soon. They are going to wreck soon, I know it. 3-wide battle again, and it's going to go to, again, Michael White. Oh, whoa, Tommy Simpson trying to go a gamble. Trying to gamble here. 32 and 31 battling for the lead as it's still anybody's race. Down to just these few drivers competing. George Rourke in the middle. Oh, that always scares me, folks, because that could be a wreck any time. And you know, they could wreck any time now. 10 to go. Look at Rourke get a run over and Gabe Williams get a run. Parasols leads it. Here comes Rourke, and here comes Gabe Williams. Could this be a chaotic mess if someone gets contact? Look how close Williams is with Tommy Simpson. Literally close. 8 drivers competing, 9 drivers competing for the win. Oh, they're close. Rourke gets through. Rourke gets through. Wow. 9 to go at Columbia. And who will lead the lap? It was Rourke. It was George Rourke who led the lap. That was inches over Gabe Williams. Unbelievable. 3 wide. They're all smushed up. My goodness. This is good racing here, folks. Jonathan Thoman, your leader. Oh no, Jason Trost wants to make it 4 wide. He can't do it, but really close anyway. Jason Trost getting help from the 6 of drafting help. And here we go, 8 to go here at Columbia. Eight to go, Columbia. They're bound to wreck right now. 47, Jason Trost now battling for second against Gabe Williams. And Gabe is going for 2 in a row, trying to go for 2 wins in a row. Now Williams in second. You gotta save it for later, because just in case they get too close to one another, it becomes ugly. 7 to go. Thoman's still the leader. Nick Parasol's still second. Nick Parasol's moved to second over Gabe Williams. It could be down to just these 3, or 4 or 5. And now they're approaching lap traffic. This could decide the race. They're approaching the lap cars of Ryan Acosta and Tommy Heinrich. They all have to slow down. Thoman slows. He does make it through, and the others pitted. Uh-oh, we have pit stops. Williams missed his stall. Jake Williams did make his stall. We may have pit stops be a factor. We don't have another caution. 6 to go. Jonathan Thoman still making it on fuel. Can he do it, or he has to pit next lap? This could determine the race. His closest competitor is Alex Ragow right behind. I think he may be, and he's gonna pit. He is going to pit. Right now, he's trying to slow down and not miss his stall like Jake Williams did, and he does make his stall. And who came out first? Gabe Williams came out first. Williams is going down pit road again. He knows he's lost this race. Who's the new leader now? I am not quite sure who. And they're saying the 26 crossed the line first, but that's not really right. Someone crossed the line with 5 to go. The next flag is going to end the race. Well, Williams knows that he's just screwed up on pit road. He has to take his pit stop, and he does. Thoman's out, and so is Ragow. I think it's the 27. Can it be the 27? No, he's on pit road. He just made it to pit road. I'm not quite sure who the leader is. This is the tough part, finding the leader. This might be a battle. This might be the win battle, I think. We've got to check the review. We got to see if this is a real battle. 5 to go here. If someone crosses with 4 to go, the race will end under caution if there is another one coming up. Here we go. The ticker is going to come in. They're still green. And it is Gabe Williams battling with Michael White. This is the race for the lead and the win. Guess Thoman's strategy did not pay off. It's now Michael White, the leader. They're approaching Henry Nova, and I don't know if they're going to approach any more lap cars. Down to these 5. The top 5, it's down. Michael White, a comfortable lead here at Columbia. But at Super Speedway, you never know what happens next, so gotta be careful. 3 to go. 3 laps to go for Michael White, Tommy Simpson, Jason Trost, Gabe Williams, and Nick Parasols. Gabe Williams trying to go back to back, and I think he'd be the first MLP Cup driver to do so. And he'd be the second multi-winner driver this season. Thoman's down to 6. Not sure if Thoman will have time. It's down to these two. Michael White, Gabe Williams with 2 to go. Parasol's going for third against Jason Trost. Tommy Simpson flying. DJ Curtis, the lap car. They're coming up quick. They made it through easily. They were able to make it through, but a contact between Trost and Parasols. He saved it. Trost is still the leader. Saved it by Parasols. And thanks to that move, he's the leader. But wait, here comes Tommy Simpson and Nick Parasols. They've just passed the lap car of DJ Curtis. Now they've got to face the lap car of Austin LaPlante. Remember, LaPlante screwed up Connor Smith's win in NRSL MLP Cup Series in Texas. Will that happen again? White flag is out in Columbia with 1 to go. Nick Parasols led the white flag. Here comes LaPlante. Oh boy, and he gets held up. Parasol's held up. But now he gets the pass. Michael White trying to catch up now. Here comes White. Here comes Michael White. Does he have a chance? Another lap car. Carl Thomas spin contact. They save it. Nick Parasol's trying to hold up. He gets held up by Thomas. Here comes Gabe Williams off the final turn. But Parasol's with the block. And Nick Parasols is going to win a wild one in Columbia. Nick Parasols gets the win in Columbia in a wild fashion. I thought for a second their lap cars were going to wreck out the field, but wow, that was close. That was real close. Gabe Williams finishes second, so close to that back-to-back wins, but 2 top podium finishes, a really impressive feat anyway in itself. But Nick Parasols will get the win. His first career MLP Cup Series win, and he finally wins here in the channel. Parasols have been so close many times back in the Pokemon Cup, but never has he won here until now. And he finally gets to get that win here at Columbia. Wild finish. Nick Parasols, your winner. Then Jason Trost will finish in third, as I'm trying to make this an official race. Michael White will be fourth. Tommy Simpson finishes fifth. Jonathan Thoman in sixth. George Ward seventh. Alex Ragow eighth. Jake Williams ninth. And Devin Whitston in 10th. And here's the rest of the field. Boy, I'm sure going to come back to this track soon. You'll see. Maybe a Pokemon Cup race will host there. But a lot of the others wreck out. It was a wreck fest. Only 11 drivers made it on the lead lap. Oh my gosh. But Nick Parasols, the one on top, gets the win here at Columbia. And now we'll show you the... Here are your point standings after Columbia, and it was a huge shakeup after the race. Jake Williams is your new points leader. He went up 6 spots all the way up to the lead. Kyle Beck moves to second. He's up 4. Ryan Acosta moved up to third. Chris Washer and James Shelley dropped to 4th and 5th. The point leader, Dustin Ray, drops to 6th. Charles Roberts down to 7th. Gabe Williams, his top 5 finish, moves him up to 8th. Alex Ragow to 9th. DJ Curtis to 10th. Drops down to 10th. Sorry about the burp. The big mover was the winner, Nick Parasols, who moves up to 15th after 11 spots up to 15th. A great race for him. And the biggest losers were Dion Scott and Austin Geip, who both lost 8 positions down. So that'll be it here from Columbia. If you thought Columbia was intense, get ready for the next race. It's going to be returning to Thornton. And this time it'll be just 5 laps. And I apologize for that. Just 5 laps at Thornton. But it is a long road course, and we're going to run this race entirely caution-free. That's right. The next race at Thornton will be caution-free. No cautions. So if you wreck out, you lose, basically. So Thornton's going to be one heck of a ride. Hope you guys will stick around for it. We'll see you guys later.